Hello students, welcome in the video lecture presentation series on plant biotechnology, specifically dealing with plant tissue culture. And our today's lecture is on cellular differentiation, totipotency and morphogenesis. I am Dr. Deepak Koche, working as Professor, Department of Botany, Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola, Maharashtra. I welcome you all in this video lecture. So friends, we will start with the term totipotency. This term was first coined by Morgan in 1901 and it comes from a Latin word. It is the combination of two, that is totus plus potens. The meaning of totus is entirely and potens means having power. That means anything that has the power to regenerate entirely, that is called as the totipotent. Okay, so we can state it as ability of a cell to grow and develop into a multicellular or multi-organ organism is called as the totipotency. What is? It is ability of a cell to grow and develop into a multicellular or multi-organ organism. Okay. This ability is retained by number of plant cells even after differentiation, and I have already told you that this is making the base of plant tissue culture technology. If the cells does not have that particular potential to regenerate into the entire organism, this particular aspect may not have been in existence. Okay. So friends, I had already told you that even the mature plant cells retain the ability to convert themselves into the meristematic conditions or meristematic cells. The related information is generally found in their DNAs, okay, the cell's DNA, okay. And many genes, it has been noted that many genes which remains inactive in differentiated or mature cells, they get expressed when you put those cells into a suitable cultural conditions. That means if you provide a specific type of nutrient media in suitable or in a favorable environmental conditions or the controlled environmental conditions, you will find that those genes get expressed. Okay. So to reveal totipotency, the differentiated cells first have to de-differentiate and then have to undergo redifferentiation. So we will see afterward, that is what is de-differentiation and redifferentiation. So friends, the phenomenon of mature differentiated cell to revert back to meristematic state, it is called as the de-differentiation. What is? The phenomenon of mature differentiated cell to revert back to meristematic state, it is called as the de-differentiation, while the phenomenon of de-differentiated cell to form a specific organ is called as the redifferentiation. Okay. The phenomenon of de-differentiated cell to form different organs, it is called as the redifferentiation. So during the process of redifferentiation, callus cells undergo cellular differentiation, that is called as the cytodifferentiation. For the first time, the totipotency was demonstrated by the Stewart and Reinert in the carrot plant in 1959. Okay, they were experimenting on the carrot plant and they shows that how a small piece of that particular cells, carrot root cells, get converted into the entire plant. So here is the experiment, their experiment. Okay, so this is the carrot root. They have taken some pieces of the carrot root and cultured in a particular controlled condition in suspension culture. Okay, they get to found some suspension, and those suspension clumps, they form the embryoids. Now when they place those embryoids inside the suitable culture media with suitable hormones and salts, in a controlled condition. They found to develop a sapling of that particular carrot plant, and then they transfer into the field condition, and it grow into the mature adult plant. So likewise, one particular cell or few cells, they can be used to regenerate the entire plant. Okay. Now we will see what exactly is the cytodifferentiation. It is of two types: vascular differentiation and organogenic differentiation. Okay. Now first, the vascular differentiation. Now this vascular differentiation, it has two different aspects: xylogenesis and phloem differentiation, or the other vascular part differentiation. So xylogenesis is the differentiation of parenchymatous cells that have localized secondary wall thickenings as seen in the xylem. Okay. So such type of xylem thickenings is formed during the xylogenesis. Okay. The main emphasis in plant cytodifferentiation has been laid on vascular tissue differentiation, that means differentiation of xylem and phloem tissues, particularly the xylem elements. Two substances are required for this particular cytodifferentiation. Mostly auxins and sucrose have major impact or effect on vascular tissue differentiation, while cytokinins and gibberellins they found to promote the differentiation into the xylem tissues. That means the xylogenesis has been promoted by the cytokinins and gibberellins, while the other vascular tissue differentiation has been initiated by the auxins and sucrose. Okay. Generally, it was noted that low concentration of auxin, that is around 0.05 milligram per liter, it stimulates the xylogenesis. Okay. Now beside this, apart from sucrose, you can also take the glucose, fructose, maltose or trehalose sugars, that also you found to stimulate the vascular differentiation. Okay. Apart from these things, the substances, you have to control the light, temperature and other physical factors, because they are also having the pronounced effect on the vascular differentiation. Okay. Now the next one, it is the organogenic differentiation. Now this organogenic differentiation, that we will see one by one what exactly is the organogenic differentiation. In general, the totipotent nature of the somatic cell has been observed in all the plants. Okay, not in all the plants. Okay, the stem, leaf and root pieces are able to differentiate into the shoots and roots of that particular plant. The studies have indicated that totipotency is not restricted to few species. Most plant species, if provided with appropriate conditions, they can also show differentiation. Okay, अगर किसी plants को अपन proper nutrient or controlled condition provide की, so it can form the it can show the differentiation. For the regeneration of the whole plant from a cell or a callus tissue, cytodifferentiation is not enough. There should be differentiation leading to shoot, bud and embryo formation. This may occur either through organogenesis or somatic embryogenesis. Okay. Now what exactly is the organogenesis and what is the embryogenesis, that we will see. In organogenesis, a monopolar structure that has a connection with the pre-existing vascular tissue within the callus has been found. Okay. And in case of the embryogenesis, a bipolar structure with a vascular connection is formed. So both these, okay, organogenesis and somatic embryogenesis could be say differentiated on the basis of monopolar structure or bipolar structure that they were used to form in the callus. Now we will see what exactly is the morphogenesis. Now the morphogenesis in general is the formation of a specific structure. This is also a Greek word, and here morphe stands for shape and genesis is nothing but the creation. Okay. So one can state it that morphogenesis is the biological process that cause organism to create a particular shape, or cells or a group of cells to create a particular shape. Okay, that is called as the morphogenesis. Now this morphogenesis process is controlled mostly by three different aspects. The first one, the cell growth. Okay, this another one is cellular differentiation that we had earlier seen, and another one is the embryonic development. Cell growth, cellular differentiation and embryonic development, they have their own impact on the morphogenesis process in vitro or in vivo condition. Okay students, so I think you understood the concept of totipotency and morphogenesis. Thank you very much for being with me for this video lecture. I hope you understood the concept, and if you have any queries you can comment, and I will definitely try to solve those queries. We will again meet very soon with the next lecture. Thank you very much.